Hello gorgeous. As a Leo, I oftentimes have a lot that I have to overcome, or I have to overthink the process because I'm not just a Leo. My rising sign in Western astrology is Libra rising, in Vedic astrology is Virgo rising. It leads me to overthink on when I'm going to speak out the truth. I have to do the shadow work necessary because shadow work is so important when it comes to magic and when it comes to astrology, when it comes to personal growth, when it comes to psychology, you name it. It is so important in so many different aspects or so many different levels, whatever level that you may be in. So I had to overcome a lot of shadow work recently. I've been doing shadow work rituals so that I can continue my pipeline into mastery magic or mastery alchemy. It does require deep-rooted levels of shadow work, including when I lost my fur babe in the city that I lost her, all of the things that transpired, how I left an abusive relationship, how I restructured myself, how I left a toxic career, not just a toxic job, which I'm not giving less power to those that leave a toxic job, because if you turn that job into a career, it's your career. What's it called? But I left a toxic career that was trucking, because trucking, no matter how many times, no matter where you went, you were always pushing your body to extreme circumstances. It was like never not, right? So anyways, I reinvented myself. I followed my dreams and I pursued them. I was thinking about all of the things that I accomplished in Dallas, Texas, because that's where I did all of these things. This is where I went to. This is where my life started to begin. I had to remove layers and layers and layers of literal blockages of shitty ways that I had allowed myself to be treated, of how I believed at the time that the world worked, the level of survival mode that I was in, the mentality that you had to keep pushing, how far away from my magic, how far away from all of these things that I was. Also, not really speaking my mind, even if I disagreed with people and just kept it to myself in order to not have too much issues or not go through hours and hours and hours of argument or conversation. As a Leo, sometimes I know that I'm a Leo in Western again. I'm a Cancer sun in Vedic astrology, or I'm a cusp. Sometimes we are put onto this world, into this planet, to kind of speak the ugly truths. I have a Sag moon too. I will take a situation and analyze it. I'll stay with that situation. If something seems wrong, or if something seems off, or something's going on, can't quite put my finger on it, I will continue to expose myself into that situation until I can finally develop all of the analysis, all of the consultation, all of the whole shebang, until it fully downloads into wisdom, intuition, a channel. A lot of it, I am overcoming the shadow work of constantly being agreeable, because there's also this other side to Leos, especially when they are giving their opinion to over people please, because they've stepped into a role and they're expected to fulfill that role. It can be a lot. I love it when Leos fight for, even if they might be wrong, I love it because I get it, right? I do understand. I hate the stigma. I've accepted it that sometimes I do that in the shadow traits of Leo, because those exist as well. For how you have the positive traits of any zodiac sign, the negative traits they are susceptible for them to show up or appear. That is not the point I'm trying to make. As an astrologer, you have to think of all of the layers. As a nail tech, I'm starting to understand how to talk about each layer individually, how it also makes sense to the grand picture. I want to give props to my Leos because we're out here giving advice, talking about the public, feeling deep feelings. Sagittarius is too. Standing up for things that we believe in, and calling against and requesting change on certain things that are just not right, that there's a limit to these things. Not being agreeable. Laying down the foundation work, also Aries too, fire signs, laying down the foundation work on how we got to how we got to this opinion, or how we got to the end result here. We didn't just end up here. We went through the life, we went through the journey, we picked up all of the information that we were handed, we picked up all the rules, we picked up all the boundaries of the game, if you were not game, of what's within the bounds and what's not within the bounds. We want to excel, we want to make it right, we want to get all the way ahead. We realize that the whole system is flawed, and we need to speak up, because this is a rigged game. This is a rigged ass game. It takes cojones to do that, to not be agreeable, for multiple people to disagree with you, for you to say the thing that's right in front of you, bitch, it's fucking hot, or bitch, it's fucking cold, or bitch, this isn't right. What the fuck? This is how it's not right. Because if we didn't speak out and do that, literally people would continue to suffer. Literally people will, sometimes that can be a big job. But I want to give my props to my Leos. I want to give my props to my fireside placements. I want to give my props to all of the people that do this. It's not taking away from any other sign, because I know everyone can speak out about what they're passionate about and about what they're gonna fight for justice and fight for the right. I'm not taking any credit away from any other star sign. It's the way that Leos do it. It's the way that fire signs do it. It's the way that Sagittarius do it, when healed, obviously. Again, doing it the right way. Again, I give props to my Virgo rising, my Virgo and Libra rising, because I had to sit down, analyze the information, take the information, then speak up. A lot of people don't speak up, because it's hard not to be agreeable, because you're doing the right thing. Even there's a collective of people that have decided not to do the right thing. I just want to give you my props. I love you all. Keep spreading the truth. Keep giving the knowledge. If you don't tell like me, I will always appreciate it. I will always hug you. I will always stick it out. Even if we don't agree, I will listen to your perspective. It is probably 1,000% true from what you have went through in life. It doesn't make it right. I'm so proud of you for speaking up. This week is probably going to be truths being revealed, not just on other people, yourself too. Give yourself some sort of self-love, even if it's disagreeable. I love you, bye.